Well, let the games begin. Cowboys fans, I'm going to tell you right now, put your emotions in your pocket. The Joneses are not about to make us happy today. We're going to have to sit here and watch all the other teams in the NFL prance in the free agency field as they pick their brand new free agent flowers and add them to their team's bouquet of brand new players. We're not going to get any of that, y'all, all right? I don't expect the Cowboys to agree to terms with pretty much anybody today, mainly because we only have a little bit less than $9 million in actual cap space to work with today. But that hasn't stopped one of our biggest ops from opping all over again. Let's get into the recent free agent news concerning the Dallas Cowboys and our biggest opposition, Dan Quinn. So you can see here the Cowboys have a couple of players already headed on a flight out of Dallas, headed to Washington. And two of them are going to be headed to Washington. And I'm just going to say this, man. Somebody needs to go ahead and check Dan Quinn's phones. I need the NFL to go into his phone records and make sure this man hasn't been texting dudes from the time that he left this team to before the legal tampering period began, because Dan Quinn seems like he don't know how to get a staff or players from anywhere else outside of the Dallas Cowboys building. Now, I fully expected the Cowboys to lose Dorrance Armstrong by way of cap casualty. I fully expected the Cowboys to part ways with Tyler Biadasz because he was a replacement level player. The dude really just isn't that good, to be honest. But I didn't expect yet again to have to deal with Dan Quinn and this Commander BS. This dude has seemingly made it a point to rip the Cowboys organization apart from the inside out, starting from the coaches, and now it's trickling down to the players. I don't know what's going on, but you know what? As a Dallas Cowboys fan, as a real Dallas Cowboy fan, I have made my mind up. Anybody, any player that decides to go and sign with the Washington Commanders with Dan Quinn, I have no love lost for them. I don't care. I don't hope you have a good career. I hope your career ends in Washington, to be quite frank, because these dudes, bro, this is disingenuous. All these pet cats, all these dudes that you guys just fall in love with, these replacement level players that you guys fall in love with, like the Tony Pollards of the world. We're about to get to them in a second. These dudes do not give a damn. They will sit there and go and play for our division rival. They do not care. I'm not listening to any more of the lip service than any of these dudes are talking on this team. The joke from Micah Parsons gets less and less funny by the day when he was talking about, who knows, maybe I'll go and follow him to the next team he goes to. That joke gets less and less funny by the day, bro. Dan Quinn is an absolute op. He's annoying. I'm getting tired of his cue ball, skull and crossbones shaped head ass. I'm tired of this dude, bro. I'm just ready for the offseason to be over with, so that way the Cowboys can play the Washington Commanders next season and whoop their asses, bro. I need the Cowboys to hang 50 or 60 on the Commanders, because I am completely tired of DQ and his BS. So it looks like Dorrance Armstrong is going to be finalizing a deal with the Commanders, right? So he's going to be one of the guys going to play with DQ. Another guy going to play with DQ is our center, Tyler Biadasz. So DQ took our replaceable center, and he took a very, very good defensive lineman, bro. Dorrance Armstrong is a good pickup, and it's just irritating that I haven't seen the Commanders add anybody, any coaches, any players from any other team outside of the Cowboys, bro. And it's like, what's going on, man? What is going on, bro? All right, but either way, outside of that, some other important news to note is the fact that Tony Pollard is going to Tennessee. Tony Pollard is leaving. Tony Pollard is on his way to the Tennessee Titans. And what this tells me is that, for one, the Cowboys and those reports about how they wanted to bring Tony Pollard back, they weren't all that strong, huh? Especially since he only signed a deal worth 3 years and $24 million. That lets me know how little the Cowboys thought of Tony Pollard. Now, some people are saying, oh, this lets us know how much they're going to invest in the running back position. I just think that this is an indication of how much they thought about Tony Pollard. Regardless of what you guys want to say about offensive line and blocking and all that other stuff, there were situations where Tony Pollard made the situation worse for himself. There were situations where he made the run have a less than favorable outcome for himself. The most notable situation being the situation we all remember where he had a clear runway to the end zone but decided to cut back in, and that led to us not even scoring on that possession. Tony Pollard, I hope you have an amazing rest of your career in Tennessee. By no means do I believe that you were ever truly a lead back. I think that you're a great change of pace back. I think that you're a split back type of guy. By no means do I think you're a lead back. And I hope you have good luck in Tennessee behind the worst offensive line in the league. And all I can say to this is I hope we trade running backs with the Titans. Derrick Henry, come on home, bro. Come on home, King Henry. I hope we trade running backs with the Titans because I would much rather have a Derrick Henry than a Tony Pollard, even at Derrick Henry's age. Something else interesting that has happened is the fact that the Packers are expected to sign Josh Jacobs. That's one of the running backs off the market. DeAndre Swift is going to the Bears. Packers are signing Josh Jacobs. No reports have come out about Derrick Henry. We haven't even heard anything about teams being interested, or I haven't seen any like bubbling hot reports about Derrick Henry to the point to where I'm making this video. And I'm hoping that means he's waiting on us, man. I hope Derrick Henry is kind of waiting on the Cowboys to get their stuff together. It's irritating that they have not gotten the extensions done with Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb, because that is really how they're going to be able to actually participate in free agency at all. Because without those deals being done, they don't have cap space to sign any of these guys. And a lot of the big name guys are already coming off the market. I will say a lot of the guys that I thought the Cowboys were going to target, they're still cool. Danielle Hunter, he's still going to be available. Eric Kendricks, still available. Derrick Henry, still available. So a lot of the guys that I was hoping the Cowboys went after are honestly still available. Christian Wilkins, the big defensive tackle from the Dolphins, he's going to the Raiders. So there are some big names that have already come off the board. But for the most part, it's been pretty quiet so far, to be completely honest. So you can see here, we have some of the deals that have already been kept up with. We got Jonathan Grenard. He's going to Minnesota. DeAndre Swift to Chicago. Tony Pollard to Tennessee. Kevin Byard to Chicago. Mitch Morse to Jacksonville. Jonnu Smith to Miami. The day is just getting started. I will be posting videos all throughout the day, throughout the course of free agency. So more than likely going to be getting like double and maybe sometimes even triple uploads out of the channel during the course of free agency, guys. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. We're on the way to 15K. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so that way you don't miss out on any of the news. Follow my brand new Instagram account, Dak Attack Show, on IG. Follow my brand new Instagram account, Dak Attack Show on IG. I'm also going to be posting any free agent news or signings, anything over there as well. And I'll be doing just like specific IG live streams and stuff like that over on that account as well, right? But follow my IG, follow my X account at Dak Attack Show, and be sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any of the latest Cowboys news. Dan Quinn, you're an op. I cannot stand you. Go find your own farm system, bruh. This dude is getting on my nerves, bruh. This dude is getting on my nerves. I'm circling the Washington Commanders games. Both Washington Commanders games, I'm circling them joints because I think I might have to go to the home one. I might have to go to the home game, y'all. All right, but either way, appreciate y'all for tuning in. We still them same old Cowboys, and we still ain't made a damn move yet. And it's getting a little depressing.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Shut up, my boy. Hey! I'm still them boys.